to Beyond Stars Reviews. Finally, after so long, I'm back to the Beyond Stop YouTube channel. The name is Brian Shiver, and today we are gonna be reviewing The Batman. Now, The Batman is the latest film in the DC EU, but in its own pocket universe, so it's not connected at all to the DCEU, but this is part of the multiverse of DC. This film is directed by War of the Planet of the Apes director Matt Reeves, and it features Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz, Jeffrey Wright, Colin Farrell, and Paul Dano playing the Riddler, and many more. And I have to say, this movie opened this week and is a quite a film. I did enjoy the movie, but walking into the screening and seeing the many people in the movie theater, I saw the type of crowd that it was, and this is the type of crowd that was expecting a show like a Marvel film. They started off clapping as they saw the DC logo, and few minutes into the movie, they noticed that this wasn't that type of film. This is quite a unique film and quite a unique take on the Batman story. This is a film that takes place in the second year of this Bruce Wayne in this vigilante business, being the Batman in Gotham City. And this is quite a unique take on the Batman. We see more of the detective side of the Batman. This is a more violent version of the Batman, while not going too into the R rating, but this is close. This is as close as it gets. The Riddler is terrifying. The whole ambience of Gotham City in this film, it feels like a sometimes too close to a horror movie. But I think the thing to watch in this movie is the performances by all of the cast in this film, both from supporting and the main cast. Now, everyone was a little worried that they cast Robert Pattinson as the Batman, and I've seen him on other roles other than Twilight and Harry Potter, and this is a very, very capable actor, and I have to say, this is such a good Batman. Not my favorite, but pretty close actually. And Jeffrey Wright playing Commissioner Gordon, not as a commissioner yet in this movie. He was great. Andy Serkis as Alfred, we didn't get enough of him, but he was so good in all of his scenes and sharing the screen with Robert Pattinson. You believe the relationship between these two characters here, and you see the bond getting close as things happen in this movie. Zoe Kravitz, she was beautiful to watch, and she was fantastic in the role that she had as Selena Kyle and Catwoman. And I love every minute she was with Robert Pattinson, and the scenes they shared together. Those were my favorite in the entire film. Now, when it comes to the action hits hard. So you will not be disappointed. But this is a slow burn. So this is not a movie that is made for everyone. And if you're expecting a spectacle film like the past DCEU universe films or the MCU type of films, this is not it. This is a more of a detective thriller story that takes place in Gotham City with this new version, younger version of the Batman. And for what it is, for the type of movie that it is, I really enjoyed it. It is great. It is well directed. I think my favorite scene in this entire film is the Batmobile chase scene. It was so great, and the sound of the Batmobile. Once I heard the motor running, it was undeniable. This was gonna be one of the best scenes of this film. Anyways, I give this movie a 4 out of 5, and I have to remind you guys, this is not the most action-packed Batman film, but when it comes to these action scenes, it hits hard. But it's not a movie for everyone. It's a slow burn. It's quite long though. It's quite long, and some things they drag a little too much. But again, being in this world, getting used to this world, and having having a sense of I was legitimately scared by being in those nearly 3 hours in that world. I wouldn't like to live in this version of Gotham at all. But regardless, seeing Robert Pattinson and the entire cast plus the action scenes that we get in this movie, those are definitely worth seeing, and you guys have to check it out because gotta say this is not kind of close to the Dark Knight when it comes to the better of the Batman adaptations, but it's a slow burn, so it's not gonna be for everyone. And I cannot wait to see how this movie does when it comes to the more casual viewers. So can't wait to see that. But hopefully we get to see a sequel to this film, at least a trilogy, because I think this movie will benefit greatly with a sequel or like with a trilogy itself. And I cannot wait to explore more of this Batman as he grows to be the Batman that we know and love, and to see his role gallery expand. Hopefully, we see a certain clown or a certain Mr. Freeze. That's the one I'm looking forward to if we ever get to see him. I don't know how the TV shows are going to work, but hopefully they do stay true to what we said in this movie. Anyways, thank you so much. I want to remind you guys, since I haven't been active in this YouTube channel, we do have a podcast with which I've been active in the Beyond Stop podcast, which I mostly post weekly. You can follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere that you listen to your podcast at Beyond Stop PR. And anyways, thank you so much for joining me on this return to YouTube, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. I'm working on a lot of things, trying to revive this YouTube channel as we speak. There's a lot of things in the works, so we'll see what happens. Anyways, thank you so much, and I'll be seeing you guys next time.